Hey, you zombified bards and bardettes, welcome back to I Cast Vicious Mockery. I'm Austin.
I'm Matt.
And today we're talking about High School of the... What is it?
High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead. The only thing that Matt ever wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Mostly because I think that's what D&D should be based off of. Basically, it should just be like...
Japanese high schoolers.
Yeah.
And one of
it's already like starting to get creepy, man.
Oh,
all right, keep going.
All right, one of the nurse of the school.
Yeah.
Is an adult.
Oh, okay. So there's like an adult who like is also like.
I think she's the only one who has any actual nudity.
There's actual nudity
in the show. Oh yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not what D&D should be.
Wait. Are you when you say actual nudity?
Yeah.
Are you saying like you're watching the show and like a naked person walks into the room where you are as like part of the show? Or are you talking like on a screen nudity?
So there's an animated adult woman.
Oh, okay. So it is okay. Like recorded.
Hashtag free the nipple.
Like,
yeah, it's very progressive.
Okay.
Early 2000s show. Anyway,
really, is that when it came out?
I probably. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
You don't have to do that.
I don't have
on
to.
This. We don't need to get our facts straight on this show. This isn't about facts. This is about mostly facts, I would say.
Mostly actual factual. Let's see. It came out. Well, it didn't just say. That's weird. That didn't just say. Well, the manga came out it was from 2006 to 2013 was the run of the manga.
Okay.
2010 was the anime. Oh, that's later than I thought.
Yeah. I don't know if it's later or earlier than I thought, but it's at a time.
That makes sense.
It sure is.
Because so we're watching, not you and me, but Colin and Carly and I are rewatching through Naruto, which did start in the early 2000s. The anime, and it's in like that. It's in the CRT aspect ratio. Like the box, right? But High School of the Dead is not. That's in like modern TV.
People would have fancy TVs.
Well, 2010 they were.
Do you think Japanese people held onto their CRTs longer?
Wow,
I kind of get that feeling.
Maybe, I don't know. I think like. Technologically speaking, I feel like
I've got one.
I feel like they're ahead of us,
right? But
in a lot of ways,
what it feels like being there is like it's ahead and behind at the same time. Like it would be the kind of place where in the far future they have laser swords instead of super rockets or something. You know what I mean? Like it feels like that, like super advanced versions of old stuff.
Super advanced archaic technology.
Yeah. Like the toilets. They're super fancy toilets with a bunch of functions and heated seats and whatever. It is a toilet. Like it's the same thing.
It is in fact a toilet.
Yeah. There's no like special future toilet there.
Future toilet.
I am the future toilet.
Super toilet.
All right. So anyway,
yeah. Where are we going with this?
I think it's time to jump
right into it.
Let's just jump right into it. We got to talk about racism.
Racism, yeah.
Yeah, racisms in D&D. All the different racisms that are available to play as.
So this is old news by now, probably, but I just found out that they have unearthed Arcana races on D&D Beyond.
And this is probably when I'm going to find out that I knew this, but you did not, or something.
Maybe.
And I'm going to hear them all and be like, oh, yeah, actually, those were all options that I had to choose from when I made my character.
Well, I don't know, because they weren't options. I didn't see them as options even when I made my character for your campaign.
Oh, okay.
Like when I made Hugo Dubois.
Right, yeah.
I didn't see that as an option to do these. So I think
maybe it is a new thing.
More recent. So there are a couple of different ones. I read through some of them earlier, but I'll just list them. I'll just list the Unearthed Arcana ones that are currently playtesting. One's a Dhampir. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, it's like vampire, but with a D.
Oh, Dhampir?
No, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, that's what it is, though.
What is that? What is that thing? What does that mean?
So that's one of the ones I read. It's like a pseudo vampire. It's like,
okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
yeah. They're like they have all of the bloodlust with none of the immortality.
Yeah. Okay. That's super lame, and I would kill it.
They're like partially undead, I guess. They like count as undead, but I don't know. I'm actually kind of fuzzy on that.
So they're susceptible to turn undead, and they require blood to stay alive. Whatever. I would kill one.
Fairy.
Are you size small?
This is one I didn't look at ahead of time, but let's see. Size.
And do you have flight?
You are small.
Or any kind of like teleportation, any fairy nonsense?
Yeah. You have a flying speed equal to your walking speed and can hover.
Okay.
Flight is magical and does not require the use of wings.
Oh. No, I can't play a fairy who don't have no wings. That's for sure.
Well, you can have wings. You just don't have to.
Yeah, but I can't play one who don't have no wings. Listen to what I'm saying. Jesus, man. It's like you just ignore everything I say.
Open up your ear holes.
Let me just put this right in there.
Hex blood.
Is that a race? Or
yeah.
Is that a...
Yeah. I think that some of these...
Did somebody just say hexblade wrong? Like I am playing hexblood.
Hexblood. I think so. Some of these are sort of like how like Asimar or Tiefling aren't exactly races.
Right. Which is like, yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like that, I guess.
So it's like a warlock person touched your blood.
They're like some race that has been infused with eldritch magic, fey energy, or mysterious witchcraft. So you're like cursed, but in a way that also gives you powers or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't read it yet, so I'm not sure.
We can always skip it and come back to it if we feel like it. But it's an interesting one.
Hobgoblin of the Feywild.
What?
Owl folk.
Oh. Well, so we got crows. We got birds. And now owl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Kenku, Arakakra, and now owls.
Yeah.
Rabbit folk.
No. Everybody's just going to be playing Lola Bunny.
Wait a second.
Or Jessica Rabbit, I guess.
Wait a second.
Is she a rabbit folk? I don't know.
Dude, no, Jessica Rabbit's just a person.
I don't know about that. Her name's Rabbit. I don't know if you noticed. Was it Rabbit folk or Bunny folk? Sorry,
Rabbit folk.
All right, well, but if my character met one, they would absolutely call them Bunny folk instead of whatever their stupid character name was.
Bunny folk.
You, Bunny folk.
You mean if Liam saw one?
No, any character.
Oh, any character you play
I could
as?
never play a character who could not.
Who would
Refer to a rabbit person as their name.
rabbit person?
I don't like the word folk. I just don't like it.
Hey there, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say because I can't even make the F sound to begin with, so we're already at a bad start. But then the like folk, there's something gross about it.
Yoke.
That thing is a yoke. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a yoke.
Yeah.
A yoke.
I'd rather not.
Reborn is the last one. So it's like,
what does that mean?
It's like you were dead, but now you're not. And you don't, but it's like mysterious.
I need you to elaborate on this because I don't like. You could just be anything, but you're just, is it specifically a human?
So I think this can be any race. This is one of those things that's like, these ones that aren't actually like a specific race, like the Hexblood one, and even the Dhampir one, and this, they have like rules about how to play it as another race. Like you have a race, but then this is like your sub race, but separately from other sub races.
Actually, I think it would be your super race.
Okay.
And then the actual race that you pick is the sub race.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So you don't. I'm trying to. Okay. Death isn't always the end. The reborn exemplify this, being individuals who have died yet somehow still live.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be okay. So it's like any reason. They're either some kind of magic or science.
Well, that's not the important part.
Okay, what does
it do?
What does it do?
What's it do?
Okay, so your walking speed is 30 feet.
Or can it be different? Like if I'm a reborn centaur? I guess we'll get to that. What else we got?
So your creature type is humanoid as well as either construct or undead, depending on how you're playing it.
Okay.
So increase one ability score by 2 and another one by 1, but you get to pick which ones.
Okay.
Your size is medium or small, which I guess is how you could play any race.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to pick. Though your walking speed, your walking speed is always 30 feet, apparently.
Interesting.
So you have dark vision. And the big thing is that it's this thing called deathless nature. So you have advantage on saving throws against disease and poison. Mm-hmm. You have resistance to poison damage. Mm-hmm. You have advantage on death saving throws. You do not need to eat, drink, or breathe. You don't need to sleep, and magic cannot put you to sleep. You finish a long rest in 4 hours, as long as you remain inactive and motionless. Though you do.
This sounds like an organic warforged.
Remain conscious. Well, I think the first race that this rule was for was actually elf. Elves long rest in 4 hours and don't actually sleep. So it's kind of like a recycled sort of thing rule that already exists.
Right.
This is purely role-playing fodder. Like, yeah, I mean, the mechanical stuff is slim here.
Right.
This is completely like you.
Okay, so what's a hobgoblin of the Feywild? What the heck is that?
Right. Let's find out. Well, okay. So it says that hobgoblins
Right.
trace their origin to the Feywild. So apparently that's where they come from in the lore of D&D. I didn't know that.
I did not either. I actually kind of thought they were more of an Underdarky type of dude.
Well, apparently goblins and bugbears also come from the Feywild.
Oh. I had assumed that goblins came from wherever goblins come from, but not the Feywild. And hobgoblins were like an Underdarky thing made out of goblins in some way.
Well,
but I guess I'm wrong about everything today.
I guess so.
Because they changed the whole game. I don't think they did that. I just had no idea.
So you're a medium size. You have 30 feet, dark vision. Okay, so you have Fey ancestry then, which is a trait of like elves as well, which gives you advantage on saving throws against charms.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a Fey gift trait. They can make the help action as a bonus action.
Oh.
Wow. And you do that, you can do that a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Per long rest.
Oh. I thought you meant per turn. I was like, what?
No, per long rest. So specifically, there are like 3 things you can do with the help action that are different, maybe than they're like extra beyond what the help action usually does. So one's called hospitality. You can give temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus. That's pretty cool. You and I'm sorry. You and the target of your help action get temporary hit points. What? Also, or you and the target of your help action increase your walking speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. Until the start of your next turn, the first time you or the target of your help action hits a creature with an attack roll, that creature has disadvantage on the next attack roll that it makes within the next minute. That one's called Spite. That's kind of nuts. Those are some pretty crazy extra stuff.
Yeah, none of it feels like a hobgoblin to me, but
it kind of feels like a creature of the Fae, though.
Yeah, it definitely does. I feel like that's all very fairyish.
Yeah,
which I don't know if fairies are related to Fae or not.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I mean, they might have changed it now that they changed hobgoblins.
And they have one more thing they can do. If you miss with an attack roll or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet of you. Maximum of +5.
So they're like a... Oh, that would have been pretty great in our party for your campaign.
Yeah, no kidding. 7 players.
They put that limit on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you basically just never fail a roll when you need it.
Yeah. Well, you pretty much always would get that +5.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how spread out everybody is.
Yep.
If you placed yourself properly.
Yep.
Cool. Do you want to know anything about any of these other guys?
Okay, what is a hex blood?
Yeah.
What's that give you? I just need to know what are the stats? Does it give you
yeah, normal stuff here. Creature type is humanoid and Fae. Interesting. You're either medium or small, dark vision. Yep, advantage against being charmed.
Oh, you get hex, it looks like.
You can cast Disguise Self and Hex. And you get to choose your spellcasting modifier.
Dude, that's pretty like you get a free hex. Now you put that on your monk. Play a Hexblood monk.
Oh boy, yeah, that was
just roll in and oh my god, just use all of your key points on your first turn and do like 850 damage.
Yeah, I think Hex a bonus action to cast? I think it is. So you would only get 2 punches. Well, it depends on what level your monk is.
I mean, we can assume level 35 or something.
Because using a key point to do Flurry of Blows uses your bonus action. So you'd have to spend your first turn doing the Hex instead of that. But then the next turn, yeah, you'd be doing some serious damage. Now, the last thing here, you can use an action to pull out a nail, tooth, or lock of hair off yourself. Why would you ever pull out anything but a hair? Well, maybe, I don't know. You imbue it with magic. And you can use an action to send a telepathic message to the creature who is holding or carrying the token. As long as you're on the same plane of existence and are within 10 miles. Message can contain up to 25 words. You can also, within 10 miles of the token, use an action to enter a trance for 1 minute, which you can see and hear from the token as if you were where it is. While you're doing so, you are blinded and deafened to your own surroundings. Afterward, the token is harmlessly destroyed.
Hey, look, I found this tooth on the ground.
Hey, I'm gonna eat this tooth I found on the ground.
And then it just...
Oh,
I guess.
Where'd the tooth go?
So what kind of creature are you that eats a tooth? I'm just wondering.
A stupid one? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Plenty of creatures eat rocks. Colin's cat tries to eat the wire of my laptop.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about real creatures. We're talking about D&D creatures.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to be smart or something.
They have like intelligence or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Some things eat bones.
But not teeth, though, right?
But teeth are bones. Teeth are just,
Right?
teeth are just bones.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, but hey Google, what is teeth?
Come on, dude.
I gotta know.
Well, all right. I mean, is she even gonna tell us? Were we talking too much? Yo, she didn't. Doesn't even. She doesn't even want to humor you for a second.
Well, nah. Hey, you brought it up, man.
Fine, sure.
So here's what I want is, well, first of all, that amazing homebrew where you can homebrew up your race to be whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever combination of whatever you want. So I want that to be official. I also want more ways to mix classes together.
Yeah, other than just multi-classing.
Right. Well,
or better multi-classing.
I just want classes to be more compatible with each other.
Yeah.
Like I get why there are balance issues and stuff that limit that. But at the same time, I wish that there were ways around them more. There are plenty of things that you can do to multi-class if you're creative. Not really create. Maybe that's not the right word for it. If you like reading the rules a lot and you want to figure out a sneaky way to kind of like get a bunch of advantages all at once, there's some cool stuff you can do.
What about playing a multi-class campaign?
What is this?
I don't know. Just a thought I had. Like every time your character levels up, they always level up twice.
Oh, hey, I'm running one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Carly's campaign is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's always leveling up twice.
She picked a class to start with, and then I gave her a second one. That's actually a good way to do this.
You think so?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like
what do you mean?
a story thing happens, and you get a second class, like foisted upon you.
Yeah, there's classes there are certain classes that would, what's the word I'm looking for?
In this case, I used a warlock.
Yeah, warlock is the most obvious one.
Yeah, you could have a deity be like, "Hey, you're in a contract with me now," and you could be like, "No," and they could be like,
yeah, you are."
And then you could be like, "But I don't wanna," and they could be like, "But you want to be alive."
Another one,
like, yeah, okay.
Another one is sorcerer.
Yeah,
for sure.
It could just suddenly manifest,
right?
Like your whole life, you were a plain Jane, normal person, and then suddenly, like one day, you're like, "Oh, hey, I was a sorcerer this whole time, and I just didn't realize it because my magic was being suppressed, or like waited until my 13th birthday when I became a mermaid, like that Disney movie."
What Disney movie?
The one where he becomes a mermaid when he turns 13.
He becomes a mermaid when he's 13.
Yep.
Johnny Tsunami?
Nope. I believe you're thinking of Johnny Capahala Back on Board.
No, that's the... Wait, no. What's Johnny Tsunami then?
No, that's the surfing one. I think Johnny Capahala is the one where his grandfather surfs and he skateboards or something.
Okay.
Look, though, this one's the 13th year.
Okay, got it.
Anyway,
13th.
To clear it up for everybody listening.
That's what it's called? It's called the 13th year?
The 13th year, and he turns into a mermaid on his 13th birthday.
Why wouldn't they title it something that has to do with mermaids? That's so cryptic, the 13th year.
It really is. It sounds like a mystery.
It sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of is a little bit. It's a little bit of some body horror stuff. Like the scales show up on his hands and he's like, "What?" He tries to like get him off and he can't. And he like has to like hide him in his pants or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know.
And then his mom is like gets him a Bible because his hands are always in his pants.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
a cleric.
Cleric is another one.
Is a good one.
That could also work. Yeah,
or a paladin.
Yeah,
or any of them could. Any of them could.
Well, I don't know. Like how
monk is a tough one.
Fighter. Like how you're like, oh, you are a fighter now. Like I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
You're a fighter now, Harry. Well, if you put him in the right setting, like everybody's in a fighting school for fighters. Or you're in some kind of tournament, like death tournament.
Oh, the tournament arc. That's all.
Yeah, you do a tournament arc, but it's your whole campaign.
Favorite. Yeah. Dude, a tournament arc campaign though.
Would it be good?
Tournament arcs are very hit or miss. You just have to do it.
They're pretty much very hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to do it like Yu-Yu Hakusho or My Hero Academia. Those are two good tournament arcs.
There was a tournament arc in My Hero Academia?
Yeah, you don't remember the tournament arc?
Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That was a good one. Yu Yu Hakusho just kind of goes like, hey, we're gonna have a tournament, and then they go like, nah, it's not a tournament anymore. It's too dangerous. Yeah. We're just gonna kill each other.
It's a death.
We were gonna do it for fun, but now we're just gonna do it for killing.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled Yu Yu Hakusho like that.
Well, I mean, come on, man. That was like what, 1990 something.
Yeah, if you like honestly, I think if you haven't watched it at this point, like if you didn't watch it growing up or something, you probably wouldn't look at it and think, yeah, that looks like something I want to watch.
But absolutely, you should. It's an amazing show.
Yes,
at least through the tournament arc. That was my favorite part of the show. I don't really remember much about what happened after that. I don't
remember anything.
I remember the tournament arc.
I remember a couple of specific tiny moments.
It's one of the few anime that I would recommend watching dubbed.
Because of the one friend's voice, whatever his name is.
Kuwabara. Yeah, Kuwabara's voice is pretty great. Mostly because they have in the tournament arc, they have the flying guy who talks like really hard to understand him. He talked like an Irishman, but he talked really fast, so it was really hard to understand what he was saying.
What? Oh my God, what?
Exactly.
How did I miss this? Can we watch Yu-Yu Hakusho tonight? Let's do that.
Wait, do you not remember that? The Irish, the devil dude, he had like wind powers or something. And he had like a super thick Irish accent and like spoke really fast so you couldn't understand a dang thing he was saying.
I do not know. This is all news to me.
Yeah, I'm going to give you more of that experience. He would be like, what is you Hakusho? Don't you know?
I didn't need that, but okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Well, I mean, I sort of just said some nonsense there, but you see,
that's kind of what all dialogue in anime is.
That's that's true. I think that's like universally everybody's least favorite part about the dub is that character's voice. Like, there's so many like, why does he have an Irish accent? There's really no reason.
He's like a spirit thing.
He's got like red hair. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah.
Maybe they just were like, oh, he's like a fancy freedom wind guy. Maybe we should give him a
fancy freedom Irish accent.
Yeah, fancy freedom voice of Irish accent. Oh man,
I just remember like the big dude, and then like the little one who would sit on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I don't know what their deal was. Like the little one creeped me out a little bit and was like gross, and the big one was basically he was like me in the show.
Yeah.
Basically, like I was super jacked as a 8-year-old or whatever.
You were
like, just like, dude, check me out in there. Like, when I go 100%, you don't even want to see me go 100%. Like, this is only 10%.
Huh. You made me use 10% of my power. Not bad.
Yeah, it's the literal. That's what his thing is.
Yeah,
that's his literal thing. I love it.
I cannot. Oh, for the life of me, remember what his name is. I have no idea.
I keep wanting to say Zabuza.
Nope, that's the Naruto guy.
The Naruto guy.
But he was like the iconic villain of that show. That guy, and I cannot remember it.
Don't look it up.
I am going to
look it up on our. No.
Yes.
Information.
Yeah, I want to know what his name is.
Don't.
I need to know what his name is. Toguro?
Oh, right. Yeah. And then the other one is they're both named that. There's like the elder and younger
Toguro. Yes, they're both Toguro.
Is he the younger one, the big guy? I think so. And the elder one's like the smart one. It's the same dynamic as that first person who dies in One Punch Man. Like the doctor and the giant guy.
Oh, yeah. Is he the first person
little
to
brother? Die? Or no, he's like big bro.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And then he gets stuck in the washing machine and he's like, step bro.
He gets stuck in the washing machine.
Wait, do you not know about this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, this is an actual One Punch Man thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
This was a reference to like a genre of videos.
A genre of videos.
You don't know about these?
I don't think so.
Oh no! Oh, I'm about to ruin your life tonight.
Yeah. story of my life.
Oh God. Yeah. All right, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
This is grown-up time stuff.
Oh God. Okay, gotcha. Anthony, is it like that kind of thing? No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
What? I don't know.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, I think it's that.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so Yu Yu Hakusho. What the heck were we talking about?
Well, I wanted to talk about multi-classing more.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, because I'm trying to come up with, and I need your help to come up with more ways to allow multi-classing. Now, first of all, there are arbitrary restrictions imposed to prevent it, such as barbarians can't cast magic while raging.
Yeah.
And it's not to prevent multi-classing. You're free to do it. It's just designed to make your multi-class suck.
It's designed to make it so that it's not too strong.
Right. That's what I said.
Because, a raging barbarian that can cast spells. Think of it this way. This is how I think of it. I think of it kind of like how the rage spell works. Think of it like you cast rage on yourself and you're concentrating on it.
Right.
So you can't cast spells because I guess you can still cast spells when you're concentrating on a spell, but you can't cast another concentration spell.
Right.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that rage is wrong. It might be the right way to go. It probably is the right way to go. But I'm just giving that as an example of, like, that's one thing that prevents good multi-classing. The other thing that prevents it, but this isn't a real limitation, is that you can't, it takes so long to multi-class.
Right, because you have to wait till you level up.
Right, yeah.
Before you can take a level in something. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And then, your level 6 fighter is also a level 1 barbarian and not as useful as the level 7
fighter
monk in your party or whatever. They're definitely more useful than the level 7 ranger.
Rangers
Please,
are useless.
I'll be here all night. You're too kind.
Yeah. Rangers are cool. They're not the most useful class, but they're cool. I like Rangers, I think.
There's cool stuff about them.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually pretty decent for multi-classing because they get there's a lot of different fun things that they can do. Like a Gloomstalker can do this or that, or
oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
What I'm talking. Like they have good stuff that like a Gloomstalker Ranger can go together with a rogue to make a thing that's like more roguey than a rogue in some situations. Specifically than an assassin rogue, more assassin-y than an assassin rogue.
Yes. Yeah. In that instance, multi-classing would really do quite a bit. And actually, in Critical Role Campaign 1, we saw a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. For those familiar.
No, I'm not familiar.
Vexalia, the character Vexalia, was a ranger for most of the campaign, but then multi-classed into rogue later. And it did some cool stuff because a ranger that gets sneak attack is pretty dope.
Yep. Well, and that's what like a ranger does. They hunt stuff.
Right.
So like there you go.
Well, that's an instance where it kind of, it makes sense in a way because someone who has the skills of a ranger would pretty naturally fit into the archetype of a rogue as well. Mm-hmm. Especially something, in fact, honestly, the waters get kind of muddied in some subclasses because there are some subclasses, like there's some subclasses of monk that feel like a rogue even.
Yes. But so here's that's actually to get to the crux of the matter.
Yeah.
I just want to make a monk fighter.
A monk fighter.
That's what I want to have, but it's so hard.
What do you mean?
So a monk is reliant on dexterity. Mm-hmm. A fighter is reliant on strength. That's not the end of the world. Having 2 high stats necessary for your character to work, that's okay.
Okay.
However, monks rely on their lack of armor. Fighters generally use armor of some sort. Mm-hmm. So like there's like an incompatibility. Also, fighters tend to use weapons a lot, and monks tend to avoid them a lot. Specifically, fighters end up using martial weapons a lot, which monks can't do their cool stuff with. They can do it with certain monk weapons, but they can't do it with fighter type weapons like a rapier or greatsword or whatever.
Monks tend to use simple weapons.
Yep. Well, there's a specific subset.
Yeah. Well, if any weapons at all, they use simple weapons in general.
But what I want to make is a fighter monk who basically is a monk, but with the Battle Master's maneuvers. Or are they called maneuvers? You know, those things. The cool things that a Battle Master gets.
Yeah.
That's what I want. But it's hard. You can't really, it ends up not being very good at fighting. But like, oh my God, there are so many cool things you could do with it, such as one option would be to use pushing strike, I think is one of them, where it pushes the enemy back a few feet. I think it's 10 feet or 15 feet. So you just push them back, and then you run up and hit them again, and then you do it again, and you do it again. You could force somebody back like 60 feet in your turn because you have so much movement. Very fun.
Yeah.
Theoretically, yeah. You could just push anybody off any cliff. Don't let them get anywhere near a cliff, because this person is just going to knock you right off of it every time. Every time. You're just a human steamroller, or bulldozer, rather. Did I really have to? It doesn't matter.
Okay, here's a thought I had. A lot of people will multi-class into fighter no matter what their normal class is for enough levels to get action surge.
2 levels.
2 levels to get action surge?
That's how many it takes. Which, by the way, I have seen, if you go monk 7 or 8 levels and then get 2 levels of fighter and then go the rest monk, you're looking pretty snazzy. But monks get their coolest stuff at level 17, I think. And if you do it that way, you only get it at level 19.
Yeah.
So you barely get to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also the monk's cool stuff isn't usually very cool.
Well,
their earlier stuff just gets cooler as they become a better monk.
Generally, yes, because they get more movement speed, and they get they take less damage from falling and things like that. Yeah. I read something about how somebody was playing a sorcerer, and then they took 2 levels in fighter to get action surge so that they could cast fireball and lightning bolt in the same turn.
There you go. No, but I just want those maneuvers. So basically, I think I need to make a homebrew class. Yeah,
that's
like
possible.
Just a martial artist one who can just straight up fight real good.
I mean, I don't see why you can't just take the skeleton of monk and then put battle master on it.
Maybe give make a monk subclass that. Well, because it's so boring to play just one class too. Actually, it's not that bad.
I was going to say, but then you've just made up your own thing. I mean, what?
Yeah. Well, that's why I want a multi-class. If I can.
I don't understand. I'm lost here. Like, I don't understand what your draw is with multi-classing. Why is that so important?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just thought everybody wanted to multi-class.
No, I really have no desire usually to multi-class.
Yeah, no, I don't like to play a character who sticks to one thing.
Okay.
Because I don't stick to one thing. I think that's just my preference.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know. Whenever I make a character, I make them with the intention of going all the way with their class.
Well, that's the other problem with it. You can only go to 20 total levels. They need to raise the level cap. They just need to.
Well,
they need to make an expansion where there's more levels.
Yeah.
Everything needs to go to level. We got to catch up to World of Warcraft.
We need to catch up to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could go to like level 95 or something, or maybe you can even prestige. I don't even know. I don't even know how it works in World of Warcraft.
Yeah. They make challenge rating. I think there's a challenge rating 30 monster. I think that's what the Tarask is.
Yeah.
Challenge rating 30. So, how many level 20 characters would it take to take on a Tarask? The challenge rating system is
really for something that's like challenge rating 25 and higher. It probably comes down to using a trick to beat it more so than fighting it normally.
Probably. The thing about Tarasks is that it's really dangerous to shoot magic at them because they have like a magic reflection stuff. Mm-hmm. And also you can't just hit them because...
And also, according to the rules, when you kill them, they just hibernate and come back.
Right. They actually can't be killed according to the rule. Well, they can be, but you have to do something really specific. I can't remember what it is, but there is some... It's like insanely crazy difficult. Like it basically comes down to luck, I think, to actually kill it. If I'm remembering correctly.
Well, I guess the other thing is like you don't really play a level 20 character that much.
No. No. Most campaigns don't even go that far.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know a campaign that did. Campaign 1 of Critical Role, most of the characters were level 20 after beating the last boss. You know, like they fought the last boss and then now they're level 20, right? Campaign 2, there's a lot of whispers going around that we're in the final arc of it. And I think that all the characters are level like 17 or something. It'll probably end with them being like 18. Like I don't think that they're going to make it all the way up to 20. I actually can't believe that they're already that far into the campaign 2.
Yeah, me neither.
Like the episode that I just watched that just came out was like, they're talking about what they're going to do for campaign 3. And I'm like, oh man, like it's already there. I can't believe we've been playing the campaign I've been running for over a year now.
Yeah, considering like we haven't even gotten anywhere.
I know.
Well, which is like, I mean, that's to be expected. We don't play for 4 hours a week.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
4 to 6 hours, you know.
Right.
That's a big difference.
It is. And I've been thinking for like a month now. I'm like, man, they need to level up. Like they've been at level 5 for way too long.
Yeah, well, that's sort of true, but I also haven't even figured out all the stuff I can do at level 5. Like I haven't even tried most of my spells because I've just kept the same ones prepared. I think that's how artificers work. Yeah. I have a bunch of known spells and I prepare.
They prepare spells. Yeah,
and I always keep really bad ones prepared, and I don't know why.
Next long rest, maybe I'll remind you.
I don't think it's going to work. I'll probably just keep the same ones. You remind me, and I'll be like, no, I like the crappy spells.
No, I like these terrible spells that I have. Yeah.
So long strider is already pretty bad. I didn't realize how not great it was. Because I thought it came with like the ability to... Or no, what spell was that? Was it the long strider is not that bad. It gives you plus 10 in movement, which is not terrible. It's like for 10 minutes or something.
And you can dash as a bonus action too.
No, that's Expeditious Retreat.
Oh, so long strider's different.
You can use both though, because Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action. So you can use, that's what I was going to do actually. When you killed Liam with that fire demon thing.
He was unconscious. He didn't die.
No, I was taking a gamble is what I was doing. I was like, if there's a monster, I can get away if I beat it in initiative.
You're right.
And I don't remember what I rolled. I think it was a decent initiative, but not very good. But the demon seemed to get pretty high. I don't remember what it was.
I think that one person in the group rolled over a 20, and 2 people rolled a 20. I think that the fire elemental.
The specifics don't matter too much. Oh, fire elemental. That's
it was a 17.
Yeah. So, and I think I got a 15.
Yeah.
So, had I beat it in the order, I would have cast Long Strider and Expeditious Retreat. No, maybe just Expeditious Retreat. But either way, like Long Strider plus Expeditious Retreat gives me 80 movement speed, or 80 feet of movement in that turn.
Yeah, that would be
when I cast it. I wouldn't have cast Long Strider though, because I would have disengaged as an action, and then dashed and done all that stuff. So
as a bonus action,
yeah. But that's still 60 feet of movement immediately. I forget what it's called though. The jumping spell I have a jumping spell.
Yeah.
It only lets you jump like, I forget how much, but it's not very much. I thought it was like 30 feet when I got it.
Isn't it called jump?
Yeah, maybe.
I think there's a spell called jump.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it does.
It really seems like artificers should be like spell casting focused, but they're kind of not.
No, well, because their focus is on building magic items.
Right. So they are heavily magic-y, but they're not spell casters really.
No. Yeah, they need to equip themselves with magical items is what they really need. Or their party.
Right.
And then they just kind of like don't die in the corner. And then or do die, and then their items some items can stay around and other ones vanish after a certain amount of time.
Well, again, artificers are supposed to be intelligence and constitution.
Right.
You just decided to make constitution one of your lowest stats.
Hey. Okay, yeah. It's the second lowest, but
it's
still.
Exactly.
That's because I totally didn't know what an artificer was when I started playing one.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't know what it was either. Well, do you want a homebrew today?
Yeah, let's do a homebrew today.
Okay. I think you'll like this one.
I doubt it.
So you know how there's like the belt of dwarven kind or the dwarven kind?
Dwarven folks.
Dwarven folk. This is a belt of humankind.
All right.
So, while wearing this belt, you have the following benefits. 2 different ability scores of your choice increased by 1 to a maximum of 20. Mm-hmm. You have advantage on charisma. You have advantage on persuasion checks to interact with humans. This will contextually.
How come I don't get that?
Exactly.
I am a human.
This will contextually make the belt of dwarven kind seem really weird, because this is basically what a belt of dwarven kind does, but to dwarves.
Yeah.
In addition, while attuned to this belt, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of waking up with mildly uncomfortable existential anxiety about the meaning of life and the ceaseless passage of time.
What does the dwarven kind one do?
It gives you a beard. Now, if you aren't a human, you gain the following additional benefits. Proficiency in 1 skill of your choice, 1 feat of your choice that does not have a racial prerequisite. Mm-hmm. You can speak, read, and write common.
I want I want it to make you appear to be the size of a human as well.
Well, the belt of dwarven kind doesn't make you.
I want the belt of dwarven kind to make you appear to be the size of a dwarf. and I want the belt of humankind to make you appear to be the size of a human, but not actually be that size. To be totally clear, belt of storm giant strength, I want you to look the size of a storm giant, but not be that size.
But not actually be that size.
Yeah. And it's not even just like that there is a that sized you. Like if somebody looked at you, it's almost like there's a weird fisheye effect on you. Right? Like they just like physically they are seeing you, and like they can see the top of that tree over there that would be obscured by your head, but you still look like you're 30 feet tall. So how is that math adding up right now? Like they look out like this to see your face. They're like looking straight up, but like then they look down like that and they see the top of the tree behind you, and they're like, "What? Why it down there, headed down there, but I look up and it head?"
Yeah, it's kind of like that sounds ridiculous maybe until you consider the fact that those kinds of optical illusions happen all the time.
Yeah.
Like humans, like we really are bad at understanding the world in front of us.
Go look at the size of the moon.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah. When it's against the horizon, it looks huge. And when it's in the sky, it looks small.
Yeah.
But really it's the same size no matter what.
And it's just the size of the sky that changes.
Yeah, really. This is the size of the sky that changes. It's an optical illusion. The moon looks bigger, but really the sky got smaller.
Little known fact, the moon's actually always the same exact size. It's actually the sky that grows and shrinks to fit the moon differently.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you didn't know this, but the sun actually isn't different colors the sky isn't actually different colors at sunrise and sunset. It's actually just an optical illusion. It only looks different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it only appears to be a different color to your eyes. Like the light coming into your eyes is a different color, but it's actually the same color sky.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
True
like that.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's, it's science, really.
Yeah, it's all very scientific.
Yeah, absolutely scientific.
Well, go study now, I guess. What are you doing?
Right, you have to...
Next episode, we're going to teach you about, I don't know, other optical illusions and stuff.
Yeah, science paper on my desk, 9 a.m.
And then the exams on quantum mechanics. Bye.